Back to back.
Yeah.
New Year's Eve, I got as part of that Columbus Funny Bone stretch because I'm gonna be doing Columbus from like Thursday through. It's Friday through Tuesday actually.
Yeah, mine's like Wednesday through something or something like that. Columbus is the main spot though, right?
Yeah, that club is fantastic.
That's the one I wanted to go to.
That's my favorite.
I gotta get in front of that guy.
Funny Bone, Dave.
Yeah.
Last couple times I've been.
Oh, we were running this whole time.
You sneaky bastard. So you just like Cam, Tone. Cam is working on something else. We got Tony back here. He's just a sneaky.
In my mind, though, I feel like I heard him say rolling, and I just didn't care.
Did you say rolling? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. This is on us. We was thinking about being tired. We was like, yeah.
I heard it, and I just didn't really acknowledge it. I was just like, that happened.
Man, but we back, yo.
Yeah.
Daddy issues. We back in this thing, man. I was gone last week. I was shooting some stuff, and I was MIA. But I'm back, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to DC Irvin for filling in for you, boy. DC. Yeah. Not really too much has happened with me on the parental tip as far as my kids, but I saw my dad last week.
Oh, yeah.
I was in Chicago, so I was with Pops and my dad and stepmom's house in Chicago, and so it was good to kick it with them again. And I like talking to them, man, because my dad be talking about the city back in the day, and then my stepmom's memory is just. She remembers everything. She was like, I remember when I made y'all some burgers and you was like 6 or 7. I made y'all some homemade burgers. You ate yours and then you was looking, is this everything? And I made like big ones too. And I was just like, well.
They've been together that long?
They've been together since the 80s. So,
okay.
So I was probably like 7, 8. And that's when she realized I'd be eating. Cause she had mapped it out. She's like, Tony's only gonna get one. He's a kid. He's a child. I was like, is this all you cooked? And she was just like, all right, this is what I'm dealing with. And I be eating out here, man. That's my problem. And Pops, man, he was just like, I love going to my dad's house, man, because the basement is just cozy central. He just put some new carpet down there. I was loving it down there. And I was like, man.
Did you stay? You stayed down there?
Yeah. I went. I would go up there and talk to them for a little bit, and then I'd go right back downstairs. And then I wake up and be down there, just doing my little 8-minute ab routine and just trying to upload videos with the internet. But the carpet just felt like magic, man. And my stepmom was like, y'all don't even be needing like covers. Y'all just get a blanket and lay on the floor.
Dudes will never change in that way.
No.
Like, that's why so many couples get into it when they first move in together. Because she'd be like, we need to get this. And dude be like, we don't need none of that.
You want it.
You want it. We don't need all this other stuff is decoration extra. What if we have company? That's the number one go-to for what if we have, how often do we have company?
Right.
To where we need all this crap in here for other people to look at.
Right. Yeah. But you know what? I'm turning into that now. Because, like, when I go to people's houses, I'm like, man, it's a nice little setup. I'm always looking at what they got going. I'm like, man, my house is a piece of shit. And so Sabrina's been working on the crib lately. Like, she fixed up that other room that I have, trying to make it, like, visually, like, dope. And she put in work recently. I was like, man, this is fantastic.
I only care now because
you host a lot.
Yeah, I host and I have family that come in.
Yeah.
So that's why. But
like
if it was just still,
jumping.
if I was still younger and people wasn't like
coming over,
yeah, I'm like, what do we need all this? But now, I want the guest room to be comfortable and whatnot because my dad, like for Thanksgiving, my dad's coming, my brother's coming, so I'm like, the house has to be like that now. But before, when it was just like me and Keith in that apartment, even though the apartment wasn't bad, though.
The apartment was,
it wasn't bad, but we didn't like.
Clean.
There wasn't no, like what's the part you put in the middle of the carpet or floor, that table,
the
coffee table, whatever.
The little,
No dude ever cares about that.
Nah.
We be like,
we might have a little something to put the game controllers on.
Yeah.
But nothing major.
I don't need all that.
Maybe
mess.
some milk crates in the middle. And put something on top of the milk crate. And that's it.
That's it. Even as comics, like when we travel, before you get to the point where the hotel is paying for your stuff, when you have to stay with somebody, the dudes who had girlfriends always had the nicest place.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? You'd
Oh
be
yeah.
like,
Every
I'm
time.
gonna come crash on the couch. Nah, she set you up, man. She
Yeah.
got the towels and all. It was comfortable.
Women like to be comfortable,
Yeah.
and so they like to have that stuff we don't technically need, but they want to.
Yeah.
You know, and it's definitely a difference. Like
It
even
is.
like y'all saw how my apartment changed when Sabrina moved in.
Yeah.
It was stuff on the wall, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. Now she about to do something to the kitchen. I'm like, hey, I told her like, look, just have at it, because I don't be having time to clean up like I want to. And so, you know, but I be wanting, trust me, when I go to people's houses, I'll be like, man, this
I definitely notice it.
nice.
I definitely feel it.
This is
But we
nice.
just don't care. Like I'll sleep on a couch in a garage.
Oh, when it comes
You know
to
what I mean? Like I don't care.
I'm no frills McGee.
Yeah. Is the latter better? Of course.
Yeah.
But do we care? Like you said, once I heard carpet in that basement, I'm good. Carpet?
Oh, I'm telling you, man. And he had just like retiled like the other half of the, like when you come down the basement steps and you make a right, it's like, you know, like tile there. So it's not carpeted. So you just walk into the laundry room. But then that other part, oh, it was so soft, man. I was like, oh, this is charming. And it's just, you know, it just felt like home. And I was just like, man, this is nice. I needed that recharge, though. I want to go see my mom in January.
Oh, we going to see Mom? I'm going.
Nah, you ain't going.
She wants me to come.
Ain't no room in the house.
She wants me to
no
come. I'll
space.
sleep on the floor.
You allergic to cats. She got cats.
I think Keelan's allergic to cats.
Oh, yeah. See, it's not.
But that don't have nothing to do with me. Miss Sandy, I'm pulling up.
Yeah, man. I be needing that family recharge. I'll be envious of like you, Chaz. Y'all got family all up in this thing, man. Chaz's mom is here. Keon, your family be all over the place.
They all
must
from
be
here.
nice.
They all
I'll
from
be in
here.
the bushes, dirty. Outside the orphanage, like, must be nice.
They all from here. That's like when I was telling Cotty, because when I was leaving the Bay, it was going to be either New York or L.A. And I was like, I'm going to go to L.A. because, like, one, I want to do the acting stuff.
Yeah.
And two, I was like, my mom and dad are from L.A. Wow,
you can't beat that, man.
It's easy because her mom was in New York.
Oh, okay.
So we had options either way.
Yeah.
But I was like, both sides and all my family's in L.A.
Yeah.
I was like, when it comes to babysitting, when it comes to all that, we going to be straight in L.A. So
Is Carter going with you on this cruise, on the 5
on
day?
this one, no. She's
Okay.
so I'm going to go. It's only a 5-day. I come back for 2 days for Keelan's birthday. We're going to do his party over the weekend. And then we're both going to do the week on another cruise.
Where is this one going?
Miami, Bermuda, some.
Oh, you got to fly to Miami.
Yeah.
I
Or
hate
no,
to fly.
maybe it's out of New York. It's out of New York.
Oh, I ain't never done that out of New York.
This one's out of New York.
I hate when I have to fly over there to get on the boat.
Well, this one, the one I'm doing now, I got to fly to Miami, and they're flying me straight into Bermuda. I'm not even getting on the ship.
Oh, wow.
I'm flying into Bermuda, getting on the ship there.
You going through the Bermuda Triangle?
I don't know. If you never
The
see me again.
Bermuda Triangle.
Maybe that's why I'm flying.
Let us know you made it, man.
You know what I mean? I don't know.
Stuff be disappearing in there.
Right?
I used to be obsessed with the Bermuda Triangle. Like,
I used to be obsessed with quicksand and all that stuff.
man, like, what is it? Where'd the airplanes go? Did they find them? Yeah, man.
So she's coming on one of the weeks, and then she fly back, and then I do one more week, and then I'm done. So I broke it up like that, like so it doesn't feel like so, because technically it's 3 weeks, but I'm getting off for 2 days. She's coming on for 1 week, so it ain't gonna feel like the typical 3 weeks on the water.
That seems super long when you're solo.
Yeah.
'Cause, man, I know when I brought Sabrina on one, man, we was in that arcade tough.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we was in that arcade. I didn't realize how much money I spent till I got the bill. I was like, my nose started bleeding. I was like, we was in that arcade. But last time I went, I brought the little Nintendo Mini.
Yeah.
That was a game
So yeah,
changer.
I didn't know you could like the last time I went, I saw the hookup in the back. They was like, you could bring your stuff. I was like, oh, I'm bringing. So I might bring my Fire Stick.
You should.
But then I'd have to get the internet though.
Oh, you need the internet? Oh.
I think so.
Well, then those internet plans ain't
No,
gonna
they're
make
trash.
sense. Yeah.
So I might bring my portable DVD player like I did last time.
Yeah.
And then
You gonna have to. They got DVDs you can rent in the crew area.
yeah, I
So
saw
you can just go in there and rent DVDs and watch them. That way you ain't got to keep watching the same lineup.
Yeah, well, I watched Godfather. I could watch that. Between the Godfather and Five Heartbeats, that covers a week for me.
Yeah.
I could watch that every day.
Godfather 1 and 2, that's 7 hours of movie
Easily.
right there.
Easily.
Some long ass movies, man, but good though.
Oh, so good.
But good.
so good.
Yeah, man. Anything new with the kids?
Yeah, man. Like they just every day is new. I leave, we leave for a couple days, and then I come back, and they doing on cue, on cue.
Yeah, you talking about us?
Every day they just doing something different and adding stuff to their vocab and their mannerisms and how they acting, and they are. Cotty be sending me like videos of stuff they do. They still want to do the stuff that I do with them while I'm gone. So like when I get them ready in the morning, like I put stuff in their hair or whatever, but I'll act like I'm I act like I'm paparazzi. So like I'll be putting stuff in their hair. I'll be like, Kayla, can you tell us how it feels to be? Like I'll be doing all that. So I'll be like, Kayla, how does it feel to be the most handsome kid? Like just doing stupid stuff. Yeah. Taking fake pictures and stuff, screaming like I'm people in the background. So while I was gone, she said she was doing Keelan's hair. And Kendra came in and he was like, how's it feel?
He was the crowd.
Yeah, he was in the crowd and hyping him up.
The crowd goes wild.
And so yeah, that stuff be going on, man. They just always doing something.
Yeah.
Always talking more, saying stuff, being goofy.
Serene was trying to hang out with me last week. I felt bad, but I was shooting.
Yeah.
He's like, "What you doing today, Dad? I'm off." I was like, "I'm not." And then he was like, "What you doing tomorrow?" I was like, "Well, I gotta work. Well, I gotta fly out." So it's really like we can't get the schedules together.
Yeah.
But I want to go see Sincere. Go to San Fran and pull up on him.
In the bay.
Pull up on him, man. Get some good Chinese food.
Oh, and kids be loving the parent. When you in college and the parents visit, you be
Because Reed been out there a couple times already. I'm like, man, she's a great mom.
Oh yeah.
And I be looking at myself like,
when the parents come, man, they make you a meal. Your roommates and stuff be like, "Was this real food?
Yeah.
What your mom bringing them cookies this time?"
I remember I took a truckload of my college friends to my mom's house. It was like 7 of us over there because I was like, man, my mom's breakfast be on point. It was like, for real. We all went and grilled. They still talk about that to this day. That breakfast was off the hook. Yeah. I felt bad because my mom was like, she was cooking for everybody, but man, we tore it up.
We need it. I remember like when senior night, everybody's parents would come, and I remember the volleyball during the volleyball season, all the girls' parents came, and they was making all kind of stuff. And even though we wasn't on a team, we was popping in like, man. Excuse me. One of my best friends, she I didn't know her parents was already there. So in college, you just walking in, everybody in and out of the house.
Right.
So I walk in, I was like, yo, and her dad was sitting on the couch, and I was like, I usually don't walk in like this. Yeah. I was panicking. I tried to moonwalk out the back, hit the screen. I was like, then her mom came out and her sister. She was like, "Oh, she's not here. She's still not back from the game." I was like, "I'll be back." And I didn't know what to do. Yeah. And he didn't say a word.
Yeah.
He just stared at me, and I was like, "Oh God, he probably thinks I just be walking in here all the time,
willy nilly." It's what you be doing out here.
So
huh?
you just walking to my daughter's apartment. Oh man, I froze.
Comfortable, huh? That's funny.
Then my homegirl, her mom, they're Filipino, so she made like lumpia.
Oh, I love lumpia, man. And pancit.
Pancit. She made the adobo. But I ate so much adobo, the next year when she came back, she made me a pot for myself.
Yeah.
I was like, I almost cried.
Man.
I was like, hell yeah.
Come on, man.
Then we had one girl, she is like Italian, like Italian parents just got. So her dad made some homemade spaghetti and meatballs, like from scratch, where they just put the one big ass meatball on the spaghetti. Oh my god! Oh, it was so.
When they really from
fire.
Italy, they cook it differently, and you can tell
it was the best meatball. I was like, this is done. And I didn't know, like, even the noodles, they didn't just boil the noodles. Like, he let the noodles, like, sit in, like, a light sauce. Like, it's y'all can't see Tony got his eyes closed. Man, dog. Because I know the feeling. That. Man, and, you broke, and and they come cooking. I mean, my mom came, she fried, like, hella chicken. She made, like, she made, like, soap, because, we ain't had none of that. She made greens, mac and cheese. They was like, man, this is so good, man.
It's a good time, man.
All the parents, they was spending money too.
Yeah.
They was coming, they was cooking. They're not cooking for you. They cooking for the whole apartment complex.
Right.
And it was It was like, what y'all need? We was like, we have.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. In college, we just
She be struggling.
woo. The struggle is so real.
My parents got so much nicer than me when I went to college. When I was at home, it was work, pay for everything yourself,
Right.
blah blah. I went to college. Do you need a care package? Do you need some
Yeah.
money? Do you need? I was like, oh, where was this at?
Parents just we like the independent hustle.
Yeah.
We like to see that. Like, 'cause I'll be thinking about Sincere, I'll be like, whatever you need, man. You know what I'm saying? But, oh, man, I'm hungry now.
I know. I can't wait
I
to
ain't
eat.
eating 16 hours.
I got to keep it light today. I went over yesterday.
Oh.
I acted up.
What'd you eat?
So much. Because we had family dinner
Family again.
Sunday. Yeah. But obviously I wasn't there, so Cotty just made me a plate.
Oh, okay.
So yesterday I had fried chicken, ribs, greens, mac and cheese.
Fried chicken and ribs together?
Yeah, and neck bones. And
Jesus Christ.
my meal, when I calculated everything, it was over 1,000-calorie meal. Just that meal.
That's not as bad as I was thinking.
No, well, I had like one of everything just to make it not as bad.
Yeah.
But I went way over my.
I ain't had
Count
a
for the day.
neck bone since the 80s.
We be eating, man.
Let me tell you something, if you're not familiar with neck bones. When you can find that good piece of meat on the neck bone.
How do you eat yours? Because I smother mine. I do the smothered ones.
My mom she would smother them sometimes. Sometimes she would just have them like regular. But I just remember it's a lot of bone, but once you get that meat in there, that meat was like really
But if people don't season, I don't like it when it's not like, because then it just tastes like kind of like raw meat. If they don't season it good, I'll be like,
seasoning is key.
I don't like this.
I'm not feeling this. But I ain't had them since then. Because I gave up pork in 91.
Well, we do the turkey ones.
Turkey neck bone?
They be good.
I never had a turkey neck bone.
They be good.
I've never had that before. Turkey was life. Right before I made the transition,
Oh, yeah.
I was turkey McGee. Ground turkey, spinach, that would be my dinner.
What's that?
What? Maya. What's going on,
Sorry,
man?
we gotta
I done
talk
made
about
myself
food.
hungry. Yeah,
I
that's
could
a
do that
whole
all
nother
day.
podcast.
Well, before we get into goofy Halloween stuff, there is a serious story.
Uh-huh.
I want your opinion, honest opinion. A former Boston College student, In Young Yu, has been charged with involuntary manslaughter in the suicide of her boyfriend, Alexander Urtula. She sent him 47,000 texts, many very abusive, and was in the parking garage when he jumped to his death on the day of his college graduation.
Oh, he just
Couldn't
graduated?
walk at least.
He killed himself that morning.
Oh.
Get the diploma at least.
Tony and Keon, do you think she should have been charged?
It's a tough one because a part of me is like, don't let people like that get to you. 47,000 text messages on the abusive tip is mad excessive. Like, hit that block button, 10,000 in. 10,000 in, you blocked. I have to. But she should be held accountable for something.
Well, right now she's in South Korea, so they have to bring her back.
She
charge her.
might be good
She did
then.
that.
But I feel like she definitely contributed to
She
his
contributed it.
death. And he killed himself on graduation day. He done put the work in.
So that sounds like something he was gonna do anyway.
Does it?
I mean, why? Like, why?
She definitely pushed.
She pushed.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering,
Was he already depressed and kind of
and
suicidal?
that's a decision you made. Like, technically, can't nobody make you do that. But at the same time, that's like what? Like, I guess it's so tough.
Yeah.
I guess, like Tony said, why take that? Like 47,000,
He took a lot.
stop. Just cut her off.
Break up with her?
And then for the
I
fact,
understand even if you break up with her, she can still text you.
but
That's
just
why you got to block
yeah.
her.
And then the fact that she was there when she jumped, like, you still involved. Did you want her to see it? Did you it's just, I don't know.
She should get a little bit of time just cause.
Just
Like,
cause?
if I was a judge, I'd be like, you was 18 months just because you was a judge.
Can you get time for being an a-hole though?
I mean, that caused somebody's death.
But did you cause it?
Yeah, that's what makes it tough.
You know?
She got to do something.
Something. Pick up trash on the highway.
She gonna do this to the next man.
Well, hopefully she's going to be all over the media and there won't be a next man.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, anyone in
Well, it
some
depends.
sense.
Is she fine?
She's pretty cute.
All right,
I'll
Because
show you
somebody
a
going to be
picture.
like,
Somebody
I'll take
definitely
it.
gonna-
Yeah. You can abuse me, baby.
If she's good looking, somebody gonna pull up and be like, "You've
Definitely.
changed, right? You changed." They gonna give her the benefit of the doubt of maybe she's changed.
I wouldn't take abuse from her.
Let me see.
But somebody will. I wouldn't. I just realized what I said. That's ridiculous, but I'm just saying she's not. I'm not taking abuse from that.
But she's cute, so somebody else will pull
Somebody's
up.
gonna take that abuse.
Someone's going to put up with this?
Somebody's gonna put up with it.
If I'm gonna be abused, though, you gotta be better than that.
Okay, so here's another question about the precedent. It's Tony specifically for you.
Uh-huh.
Because you said she should be charged with something.
She needs something, just on some.
What if a troll were to come on your account
Uh-huh.
and then you know how you clap back
Yeah.
and everyone claps back? What if
Uh-huh.
that person killed himself?
Well,
Oh,
they asked for it. They had a taste of their own medicine. Now, here's the thing we don't know. Was he equally abusive to her? Was it that type of back and forth? Well, like, we don't know. We just know one side of it. But was there a back and forth?
yeah. Like, what if she just won?
Yeah.
She won.
I mean,
What-
my
what-
words today
what
have
would-
been terrible.
Because we're looking at it like, oh, that poor guy was just taking the abuse. What was he saying? Because when somebody is like abusive to you, some people do fight back. Oh, you told in and this, that, and the third. What was he saying back? Like,
They haven't said anything.
Yeah.
The friends say that were with them that she was verbally abusive.
Yeah.
Now, off of what you were saying, was he depressed before? Women, like all animals, can smell fear
Yeah.
and they can smell weakness and they jump on it. And that's just a normal thing with people in any way.
Yeah.
But men go about it a different way. They'll tease and women will make comments.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know, maybe it was something ingrained and then she was just like, I don't like you, your weak boyfriend, and then
Yeah.
took it too far. She's probably a psycho. Let's be
Well,
honest.
I mean, 47,000 text messages sounds like a psycho.
Yeah, that's mentally unstable right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
That's just too much
And
work.
again, she not bad enough for 47,000. That's ridiculous.
Well, do you like Asian women? Because for Asian women,
I mean, if they fine,
She's cute.
she's cute. She's not abusive fine though.
Ain't
She's-
nobody abusive fine
Yeah.
for me.
No,
don't
I
give a damn.
Nobody is. But
But-
you see some, you're like, well, I get it.
I get it with him. I get it with him. Looked like she had nice legs.
She
I
did
looked,
have
I
nice
looked
legs.
at the whole thing.
Yeah,
and I
she
was
did
just
have
like,
her calf game was real, but she's Asian. They all have nice calves.
Oh, what is it with the Asian?
They
legs?
have the best
Asian
legs in the
women
game.
have the best legs
The
in hip
best,
hop.
the best. I don't get it. Like every time a Filipino dude or Asian dude walks out the hoop, I'd be like, he should be able. He should have a 12-inch vert. These calves are insane.
yeah,
What's the secret?
Is it genetic? Yeah, their
don't know.
legs be amazing.
they got really lean, muscular.
Man,
It's
legs.
incredible.
Yeah.
I'm like, I want legs like that.
Maybe he's a leg man. That's why he's putting up with it.
Maybe.
47,000 though, man.
That's
But I would like to know.
Yeah, I
the
just like
other
to know
side
more
of the
about the
game.
story to see how much she could be blamed. Like, what was his childhood like? Was like how long he's been having, and then like to kill yourself on graduation day. I'm assuming his parents were there.
They weren't in the parking garage. I'm not sure if they
But
were
they
in
were
the
like flew
city.
out for that.
Yeah.
Like I'm just like that just seems.
She did say things. One of the texts was, "You'd be better. It would be better for your family and you if you killed yourself."
Wow.
That's cold.
Based on some life insurance policy?
I don't think she had any life insurance on
Talking
him.
about him.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm sure he didn't have one. He was in college.
No, he's in college, struggling,
Oh,
waiting for meals.
Yeah. I'm too stubborn to kill yourself, Tony. You don't tell me what to do. You would have to be like, don't kill yourself, Tony. I'm going to do what I want. And just jump off the parking lot structure. You ain't going to tell me not to kill myself up in here. Yeah, I just dive off. But that's just how I'm wired.
Yeah, I would have to know a lot more about the situation to
Yeah.
see how much blame. She obviously has some blame, I guess, but like to how
She
much, to what
needs
degree.
some community service.
Something, yeah.
Something.
Mm-hmm.
Just for being a butthole.
She should have to donate some calves to like the calfless.
She should get her legs taken away. We're going to give you these raggedy legs.
stick legs.
Like, no, not the legs.
Not the legs.
Please, no. Yeah.
Something.
That's sad though.
Yeah, that's
Graduation day, you done put in all that work.
What happened to the other girl who did that?
Oh, she got a few years.
She did?
She did get some time. It was also in Massachusetts.
Man, what's going on the East Coast over there, man?
Jeez.
You from there? What y'all be doing?
We just charge people. This happens all over the country. So they just decided they're going to charge them.
Ah, man, it's something about Massachusetts.
Y'all beans over
Y'all
there make people beat on each other and be negative.
I seen those Boston movies. Everybody always mad and talking.
She's from South Korea. We can't claim her.
But she was in Massachusetts. And she
Yeah.
grew up there.
She probably was a sweetheart in South Korea.
That's
Then got
scary,
to
'cause-
Boston and it was like transformed.
It brought it out of it. You know what I'm saying?
Clam chowder beans and hate. That's what y'all be doing in
that
Boston.
is the Boston
The
logo.
negativity? Come on.
When you fly into Logan Airport, that's what it says. That's what you're going
Does
to
it
get
really?
here. No, but pretty much.
I
It's
dated
cool.
a girl from Boston, man. She was cool. And,
She wasn't
man, my
abusive?
son's girlfriend is from South Korea, though.
Oh,
I need to ask him today. Hey, sincere, man. Yeji don't be verbally abusive. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully he wouldn't take it. But
I don't know, Dad. I just be staring at her calves. I have no idea.
Yeah. If you're in a relationship like that with a lady who's saying mean things, you get out of that right away.
Get out.
She doesn't respect you.
I got to get out there.
Yeah.
And she's just going to drive you over the cliff eventually.
Yeah.
Cotty's mean to me.
She don't laugh at your jokes when you're on stage.
She stares at me.
What if Keon killed himself because Cotty wasn't laughing at him while he was on stage? She was just in the audience and
Is
just
this what you
Keon
want?
couldn't take it.
Is this what you want?
The opposite of Carrie's mom said, they're all going to laugh at you. She just tell them, they're not going to laugh at you. They're not going to laugh at you.
You're never going to make it, Dewey.
Oh, man. What else is going on?
Well, it is Halloween, and so I wanted to see. Oh, someone's. No, it's okay. I want to see if y'all want to play a little game.
Okay. All right, Jigsaw.
Yeah.
All right, during Halloween, we're going to play a game.
So these are pictures. This is for our YouTube people, but I'm going to put this on Instagram so that people who listen to the podcast will also be able to play. Don't cheat. So don't
be
listen
Googling the images, y'all.
Yeah.
This is raw.
These are kids' pictures. 5 of them are serial killers, and 5 of them are celebrities.
Okay.
So you got to guess who's a serial killer and who's a celebrity.
Oh, man.
Tony would probably go 5 for 5 on this.
Really?
I'll probably go 3 for 5.
People be looking mad different in the baby pictures.
But you are a movie serial killer. You're a stats guy.
Yeah, but them young pictures, though, they be
That's
looking like
sports.
completely different people.
Okay,
Well, let's go.
let's
Unless
see.
it's Will Smith. I recognize him.
Serial killer, celebrity.
Celebrity.
Celebrity? Okay.
I don't know. What do you think?
This is a sweet-looking boy.
Those
Latino.
eyes look familiar, man.
Yeah.
Oh, who is that?
They're all in black and white, so there's no. I'm not gonna try to
Right.
pull something
I'm
on
going to stick
you.
with celebrity.
You're sticking with celebrity. Keon's
Yeah.
going with celebrity on this adorable little Latino boy.
I'm going
I don't know
serial
any
killer.
Tony says serial killer.
Latino
I'm probably
serial
dead
killers.
wrong.
Oh,
Serial
that's a
killer,
serial
celebrity. Serial killer?
That's a damn serial killer.
Is
This
that
is
a boy or a girl?
This is a girl. It's a beautiful little blonde girl with big old smile.
Oh, if it's a girl, how many
Celebrity.
serial killers?
Celebrity.
Yeah, I'm gonna go celebrity.
Okay.
This the
Serial
same
killer.
person?
No, this is a different person. This is a very handsome young blonde man.
No, those.
No,
pictures
these
the
two
same
pictures
people.
is.
Oh, this is the same person.
Okay.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Guess I'll go with serial killer because I don't recognize that person.
Serial killer or celebrity?
I don't recognize him as either one.
For that girl, does that movie, Monster, does she count as a serial killer?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was a serial
I'm
killer.
gonna go back with serial killer on that
You're
one.
going to serial killer on
Yeah.
that one?
Yeah.
Okay. Tony, what do you think? Serial killer or celebrity? He's got a big smile, guys. They're both fake smiles on serial killers and celebrities. You can't trust that.
That's a celebrity.
Celebrity?
Yeah. Oh.
No, I don't know.
Serial killer, celebrity. This is a baby.
How are we supposed to know right here? It's too young.
Serial killer.
So when does it pop up?
Celebrity.
Keon, serial killer?
Yeah.
Tony, celebrity.
Yeah. Oh,
That's
snap.
That's Macaulay. Celebrity.
That's a
That's
girl.
a celebrity.
That's a little girl.
That's a girl?
That's a
I thought that
girl.
was Macaulay Culkin.
That's a celebrity.
Celebrity.
Yeah.
Serial killer, celebrity.
Ooh, those eyes.
Now, do the personality traits overlap with serial killer and celebrity?
Nah, probably.
I'm just going off pure visuals here.
How many serial killers have I used? It's only 5, right?
There's 5 and 5, but that's okay.
I feel like I've used too many.
Don't worry about that, because if you guess serial killer on all of them, you at least get half right,
Yeah, that's an F. Unless you're playing ball, that's a great percentage.
Dang,
So
man.
we're going to put these up, and don't jump ahead. You got to guess, because if the people at home can guess this properly, that would be really interesting.
I'll go with celebrity.
Celebrity?
I don't know.
I'm going to go with serial killer.
What you think?
Serial killer.
Oh.
Killer or celebrity?
That's
I know who that is.
That's a celebrity. That's what's
celebrity.
his name?
It looks like Orson Welles.
No, that's what's his name with the voice. And he's always, hey, you. He's in.
Giving us nothing, Keon.
He's in Click. He's the guy with the remote.
Christopher Walken.
Yeah, that's Christopher Walken.
Christopher Walken.
That's definitely him.
He's probably not a serial killer. Okay,
Nah,
so they both
I
can
love
identify.
Christopher
I got that one.
Yeah.
I know I got that one.
Serial
That's what's his name. That's a celebrity too.
Celebrity?
Yeah. Ain't that what's his name from Iron Man? His assistant.
Oh, John Favreau.
Ain't that him?
It could be.
John Favreau is going to sue the podcast right now.
Yeah, I'm going with celebrity. I think that's him.
No, this is going to be up in the Instagram, so come check it out.
Man,
Is that
who
him?
is this guy?
At Daddy Issues Real.
Looks just like
I
him.
have to say who it is.
Oh,
He's gonna say if it's a serial
man.
killer
Look
or
how he's
celebrity.
looking at us. Look at his curl.
I'm sticking with it.
Celebrity.
Celebrity. 2 celebrities on that one.
Oh,
Serial
Lord.
killer or
Oh, the
celebrity.
way he's
he
holding
got
that
the
cat, that's a serial killer.
First of all, this celebrity has to be mad old. Because this picture, even though they all black and white, this looks old.
Yeah, the outfit and the cat.
Serial killer.
Serial killer.
Just on the strength of that cat.
That's
Barack Obama.
Yeah, that's a celebrity.
Celebrity.
But his drone program, though.
We knew that.
That's
We knew that off
Barack.
top.
All right, so that's a celebrity. Okay.
We got that quick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
everyone's
did.
like, that's Barack Obama. I was looking for a picture of that black serial killer. You remember the one that killed like 93 women recently?
Oh, I remember hearing about him.
Yeah,
you
but
couldn't find
I
his
couldn't find
young
him, so I'm
picture?
like, oh, are they going to be able to identify a Barack Obama? Of course you can.
That's 10?
That's the 10.
Are you gonna tell us?
I'm going to tell you right now. So if anybody pause this.
Okay.
Don't just cheat and go ahead. Okay, the first one you saw.
Okay.
Richard Ramirez.
Yes, I knew
Richard
it.
Ramirez, not a celebrity.
Who
a
is Richard
serial
Ramirez?
killer.
The Night Stalker,
The
right?
Night Stalker.
Yeah.
Oh.
He was like good looking to women, and then he was a killer out here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now, the one that you actually guessed, Eileen Woodrose,
That was her?
Warnos, properly. That was her. The number 2.
I got that right?
Yeah.
You got
Yeah.
that right.
That
That's
was
a monster.
her.
It was the gum and the teeth. I was like, yo, that's her.
Monster.
Serial killers have gum.
Well,
No,
her teeth
I
was horrible.
saw her. I know what she looks like, and I was
Oh,
like,
okay.
that was her. Yes.
Okay.
You gotta
and
show
then-
us these pictures again so I can see.
Oh, okay. So then this one here.
I didn't know who that was.
This is John Edward Robinson. He put women in barrels. So he was like a con artist serial killer. He would convince them to leave their husbands and then kill them and take their alimony.
What?
He was a psycho.
I never heard of
I
him.
guess serial killer on that one, right? Because I didn't recognize him.
I think you did guess serial
Yeah.
killer.
Me too.
I think you said celebrity.
2 for 3.
You don't remember what we said?
I don't remember. I did not write this
This
down.
ruins the game.
I was in traffic all morning. I was not.
How we gonna keep track?
People at home are keeping track.
Yeah, they'll watch it. They'll let
We
us
know. But the thing is, he was on his way to become a celebrity. There's
Uh-huh.
pictures of him with Judy Garland when he was a kid,
Wow.
like performing. So he was on his way to become a celebrity, but
Like,
it didn't
with
work.
that alimony, though.
Man.
Became a serial killer. This baby,
I said serial killer, right? Because the eyes.
that's John Travolta.
Oh, wow. I can see it, too, now. I got that wrong.
That baby is John Travolta.
I'd have never got that.
John Travolta looks like a crazy person, guys.
Well, a lot of babies do. They got them wide eyes.
This one here is Adele.
I knew it was Adele. I knew it was
but
her.
We both said celebrity, right?
I said celebrity.
Yeah, you guys both
That's
said
how
it.
you said Macaulay Culkin. So
You
you
said
went
it.
Yeah, I
celebrity.
went with celebrity.
Okay.
I saw Adele in that face.
Adele. This one here, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Wow.
Oh, it is him. Yep.
I said serial killer.
I think I did, too.
But if he had been born like 20 years earlier, he probably would be a serial killer.
I'm
No
a-
offense,
that
Arnold,
looks
but we
just
I'm
just,
a fan of Arnold, man.
Yeah.
It looks just like him.
I follow him on Instagram.
y'all got Christopher Walken. You both got
Yeah,
Christopher Walken.
that was
Okay.
easy work.
This one
Is
is
it
the
him?
son of Sam.
Berkowitz.
Yes,
And
David
I said
Berkowitz.
celebrity.
Yeah.
God damn it. Berkowitz. Slippery bastard. That looks like him, too, now that you said it.
Jeffrey Dahmer had the
Wait.
cat.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
He
Yeah,
probably
got that
killed
one.
that cat
Yeah.
eventually. Because he was killing
Absolutely.
pets.
Yeah,
That's
that's
how
how
it
it
started.
starts. Yeah.
Yeah, if you guys go to the Instagram at Daddy Issues Real, you will see Jeffrey Dahmer strangling this little kitten right now.
I knew it. I
He
could
had
tell.
that kitten tell. That kitten's like, get me out of here.
He's like, little do you know.
He started with the pets.
Your days are numbered, Whiskers.
So that's that. We're gonna put up the scores on
You don't
the
even
podcast.
know the score.
I don't know the scores right now.
I'm like 50%.
Yeah.
I think I miss one and get one.
Yeah. Okay.
I definitely miss Berkowitz and Eileen. Oh, I missed like 3 or 4 because I miss Arnold.
I think we're both at 50%.
I don't even remember.
You guys both got Christopher Walken and Barack Obama. You identified them off the bat.
Okay, yeah.
So it's not so bad. I'm
I
just
remember
seeing.
getting Adele and the serial killers with Jeffrey and the first cat.
Arnold. It looked just like him, too, after you said it. Looked just like
I
him.
see it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just want to see if people, like, how often people can guess serial killer or
I
celebrity.
mean, kids is kids. It's hard to see it early on, but
Except
Unless
for
you're
Jeffrey
choking
Dahmer.
the cat out in your picture.
that picture, I didn't like how he was holding the cat. I was like, serial killer off the strength of this. Even if they was a celebrity, they was a serial killer as well. Just for the pose up. Cats got fragile necks in the front.
That's true.
Do they?
I just said that.
You're supposed to pet a cat.
I know the back,
I don't know.
they got that extra meat. They get carried around. But,
Okay.
yeah.
So
What else
that was
going
fun.
on?
I have a question about Halloween costumes.
Mhm.
Okay.
Who
What's
you
that?
being?
That's
I'm
right.
talking to you.
I don't know what he said.
That's right, young man.
Recently, Justin Trudeau came under fire for his tasteless Halloween costumes, particularly Aladdin. Did you see?
No.
You didn't see it? Let me
Nah.
see.
Who was that? Who you said?
The president of Canada?
Oh, yeah, I saw that. He did the blackface.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
did blackface.
Why does this keep happening?
I don't know.
Why does this keep happening?
Well, he did it. It was old though, right?
It was-
Yeah.
It was like 10
Oh,
years old.
current.
It
It
wasn't
was
like
current.
Yeah.
super old.
So he wanted to be dark like Aladdin.
Yeah. So I'm just wondering, do you think any costume goes on Halloween, or should people be sensitive? Mm-hmm.
It's Halloween, man. Like when you're a zombie, you paint your skin green or white. When you're a vampire, you paint it white, pale. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, at some point, you got to ease up a little bit, but it's the intent. Like, we don't know the person. Are you trying? But it's Halloween. So if you want to be, somebody that's darker or you tan, you change your skin color based on the costume.
But you could be that person without doing.
Yeah, but
You don't have to You don't have to do that.
But it makes the costume look better if you're tan. If you're
It makes
Aladdin,
honestly, every
you
white
can't
person
be
I've seen.
pale and be Aladdin.
Every white person I've seen, they look awful.
You need to be
Doing the
tan.
blackface.
If you're gonna be Aladdin,
No, you
you're
don't.
gonna be out there in the sun. You need to be tan.
You could paint on like a beard and look more Middle Eastern if you want.
That
That
This-
blackface
okay.
is looking terrible.
That
Look at this
pasty
picture.
non.
So, cause Aladdin is a little tan. He's just a little tan.
Come on.
Yo, that's
ridiculous.
ridiculous. That's Wesley Snipes Aladdin.
That's ridiculous.
That's too much.
That's-
I was thinking like a little like he just was in the tanning
They're
booth.
not. And here's the thing: every time these white people do this, they don't put on like bronzer. They are black facing, and no, don't do that.
He's in the wrong for this. Aladdin ain't never been that crispy.
Exactly. Just it's like they have either white or it's black. It's like there's a lot of shades in there.
That's ridiculous.
If you want to tan, there's plenty of tanner out there. If you
Yeah.
want to tan. You don't have to do blackface. It's ridiculous. Like, stop doing that.
I didn't know it was this.
Stop.
This is ridiculous.
Stop.
Oh yes, he crossed the line. I'm sorry. He's on his own. I know it's Halloween, but geez.
Can you be a white person for Halloween if you're
but
willing to?
If I was being a white person, I wouldn't paint my skin. I wouldn't even paint my skin white though. I would get like the blonde wig or whatever, mustache, whatever. Like I wouldn't have to. You know,
Yeah.
like if I was playing Ron Burgundy, I can get the outfit. You know who the hell I am.
Yeah.
I don't have to do that.
Even my kids.
And there's no historical contents to whiteface, so
Yeah.
that's the difference too. People be like, "Well, what's the difference?" The historical content. That's the difference.
We watched this movie a few years ago called Holiday Inn, and it was from the 40s, early 40s, and we're like, oh, this should be a classic. Why don't this come on TV? And they go through all of the holidays. They have like a celebration for all the holidays. So halfway through the movie, I'm like, oh, this is great. Like this should be, everywhere. And then it comes to Lincoln's birthday, and I was like, wow, look at all those. They hired all these black people as the wait staff. Everybody was in
Of
blackface.
course.
Oh,
Not
And
a
they
single
were-
black actor in there.
here we go.
Everybody, and because back then that's what they did. They were
Right.
like, "Oh, we love black people, we love Lincoln," and we're just me and Tony are at home like, "Oh, this is why this is never shown anywhere ever."
That blackface,
Terrible.
man. And for me, like, I have to, like, when I watch movies like Tropic Thunder, I was not offended. When I watch movies
not
like
at all.
Soul Man, where he went to college as a black student, I wasn't offended. But
those are the purpose of like Robert Downey Jr. was so damn funny, in
Yeah.
that- and they were making fun of
the concept
blackface.
behind
yeah.
it was like dope.
Yeah, it was so funny.
I'm not like super sensitive to it. It just depends on how you use it.
Yeah,
But like for something like the character I created called Coleslaw, he's essentially a white dude because he's based on Nick Nolte and Bruce Willis together. And
Oh,
I
yeah.
got the wig of
Yeah,
Clearly
but you can
the
tell
white
you're
guy
playing a
had
white
it.
guy. Yeah, you
but
didn't
I'm
have
not.
to-
I don't
yeah.
need to put the skin on.
yeah.
You know what I mean? But
And it doesn't. Do you know that the Australian? I just saw 60 Minutes Australia. They can inject melanin now, so they're like it's a great tanning agent. But they come out looking like black people, like
Wow.
injections.
yeah,
So I'm like, is that blackface?
No, that's
that's just them
them
want
trying
to be darker.
us. That's just us.
They're like they truly want to be darker.
Yeah.
You know.
What's new?
Yeah.
Okay. So, because it's Halloween,
So is there something I can inject to get Asian legs?
you got.
I want that.
calf. You got pretty good legs. What's wrong with your legs?
They're okay. They're not Asian stunting.
with the big
Asian
calf
legs is
and
next
the
level.
big.
Theirs is like the
Next
ideal draw it out cartoon character
I don't think
legs. I
don't
want that. Find that gene and let me inject that.
because I got the skinny ankles too. And
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The
It just
ankle
be-
leg ratio is perfect.
It's phenomenal.
Well, you think you're gonna break their ankles though? Because don't they have lower bone density?
They don't be breaking ankles.
Hell no.
I rarely see Asian people on crutches. I rarely
How
see
many
that.
Asian people do you see every day though?
I see a lot.
This
I'm in
podcast has
Cali.
been insane. This episode has been the most reckless.
They got strong ankles, man.
These comments are going to be lit up. You guys are misinformed. You're ignorant. People say that so much. I just be talking. I don't know.
Yeah, but they never follow up with the misinformed. They don't follow
They
up.
don't.
Never
They
give
never
us the
give
real
a context
information.
of, well, what are you talking about?
Right.
They never, and we always, I feel like we usually give disclaimers like, hey, I don't know that much about it or whatever. You're blah, 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 but you never give a follow-up of how I was wrong or how I was misinformed. You just saying stuff just like I was.
Yeah. Because I asked about that. I'm like, well, we're here looking things up at the time. So did we get the information wrong or something?
Yeah.
But they didn't follow up. So I'm like, I don't know what's
The Asian community got nice legs.
They do. That's a compliment. I don't care.
I said it, and I'm standing in it, and I'm not apologizing.
Nope.
Yeah,
I'm not
they do have
apologizing.
Dig it
nice
up.
legs.
And when I blow up, dig it up. And I'm going to stand by what I just said.
Yeah, these Japanese figure skaters out here,
Come
and they're
on,
all in
man.
like the little underwear and the little skirt. You can see their legs, and it's just
It's phenomenal.
Really, really nice legs.
I want in on that.
Me too. Inject me.
Okay. Back to Halloween. What is the spookiest thing that has ever happened to you?
Oh, I like this question.
It's more of Tony's alley.
Nothing spooky ever happened to you?
Just be like,
Spookiest thing for me, there's a few things actually. I remember one time, this was a false alarm, but it was spooky in the moment. I remember I was changing clothes in my mom's room real quick, and I just threw like a shirt on this like basket of like, it was just like stuff in the corner. I threw it on there, I was changing, and then I hear a noise like something like moving. I look over, and the basket was rising up, and I was like, I just teleported out of there. I was like, and then when I went back to investigate, I was like, and I went back in like cautious, and it turns out like underneath that basket was like, you know, the bags that comforters come in?
Oh, yeah.
That see-through plastic. It was just rising. You know how it just settles, it kind of moves.
Yeah.
I was like, God damn it. But I when I tell you I teleported, once I looked over and saw it moving, out of there. Spooky thing too, the house my mom lives in now, in the back room, the back bedroom used to be mine, and at the end of that hallway is just a linen closet. So there's no traffic of people coming in and out of there. So I'm laying there in my bed with the door open, and so I see somebody come out of that linen closet. I just saw a shadow come out of the linen closet and just go down the hallway, and I was just like, there's no way you can come out of that linen closet like that. I went to sleep.
What
I
happened?
just had to go to sleep. I couldn't investigate. I was like, oh, hell no. And
You
I
don't
just
know?
went to sleep. Yeah.
You just went to sleep?
I had to.
What was the shadow?
What am I do? What am I going to do? Fully see the ghost in the hallway, and then I'll be traumatized. I just left it as a shadowy silhouette that came out of the linen closet.
Well, they say, and this is because I listen to too much, there's two kinds of ghost activity, if you believe in ghost activity. One, there's like conscious haunting, which means like a ghost is trapped there, it sees you, it comes out, and it's like, what's up, Tony Baker?
Yeah.
How are you? And it's like a conscious thing.
Uh-huh.
The other kind is sort of like a remnant, a time remnant, like something happened there, and we don't know how time works, so it's just repeating. So it's not conscious. It doesn't see you, Tony Baker. It just happens to run on repeat.
Right.
So I don't know if it's... Keon, do you believe in ghosts at all?
I couldn't if I tried. I'm just not that person. I'm barely... It's real life stuff. I'd be like, meh. So I definitely can't. It could be a person come out of my linen closet. I'd be like, just lock the door on your way out. Like, I just don't care.
That's funny. They did a poll, a YouGov poll, asked 1,000 people, and 45% do believe in ghosts.
Well, that's a high percentage.
So do you think do you believe in ghosts?
I do. Like, even though I haven't seen one face to face, it's like, I know so many people who have, and it's like, I'm sure some people be lying, but like, I don't think my mom lied to me. You know what I'm saying? But like, and I want to believe too. There's that component, like, because it's just exciting to me, like, to know, like, oh, it really does exist. So like, you know, I definitely believe in energy.
I believe in energy,
and I feel like sometimes that energy can manifest itself into something visual. And so, yeah.
But I also know how our brains play tricks on us, and I also know, like, you know, how we want to see stuff, or, you know, and I'm 9 times out of 10. There's a logical explanation for things, so I just never go to the spot where, like, what was that? Probably something that would make sense if we saw
I got to investigate,
you know?
the logic. Like, when I came back in there to see why the basket moved, it was the comforter packaging.
And, like, for me, I would just be like, something was probably there. Like, I wouldn't have to. I just, in my brain, I'm like,
got to know.
there was probably a reason for that. Yeah.
That's why I make a good detective. Because once I don't like, if I lose something, I have to find it. If something happens, I have to, why did that happen? And so I'll be that detective that's like, so into the case. I lost my wife and my family. All you care about is the case. Well, I got to find out what happened. Like that movie Zodiac when Jake Gyllenhaal lost his family because he was obsessed with the Zodiac killer. And like, that would be me. As a missing persons detective, you want me on the case as a family member. You're like, oh, I know he's looking,
So you think that the energy might be able to get into your brain somehow and make you and haunt you, but not in a physical way?
I think it's just your personality. Like if you wanna be about that life, you're gonna see. There's a lot of people who scare themselves all the time, like daily, just scare themselves, work themselves up all the time. I'm just not that person. Like I'm just always like.
I don't want ghost activity in my home though. Like when Sabrina be saying, "I heard a noise," and I was like, "Not here." I want no parts of it at the crib, like in my apartment, there was a weird energy in the other room. It's really not there anymore. Before a while,
that's because Chaz left.
It
was just Chaz.
There's been a lot of different people in and out of my apartment, so it's like they bring that energy and like. There was a couple of times I'll be in there.
Chaz locked in the carpet residue. And all the farting he was doing.
And like, so
Chaz's ghost would be like Slimer.
Messing stuff up, eating the food, dirty dishes.
Messy. Damn it, Chaz.
Slimer was just.
We love Chaz.
Chaz is great on the podcast. He's great on the podcast. I hate him in the group chat. I hate his guts.
What's interesting you say that because low frequency sounds, so although we can't hear them, like infrared light, we can't see it, but it's there under certain conditions. So low frequency sounds are similar. So we can't necessarily hear it. It's like infrasound, they call it. And that can make us uncomfortable, nervous, and think that there's something. So weather can cause
Where's
this.
the sound coming from in that moment?
Oh, it could be weather, like a thunderstorm. Animal communication, because they can hear different frequencies, and diesel engines.
Really?
Yeah. So things like this can freak people out, and it's just that it's under. We can perceive it, but not through our ears.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Crazy.
See?
Diesel engine.
Now I'm even more. What was that noise? A diesel engine. Just go back to watching my show.
Right.
What was that? The dogs is talking in their secret language.
Dogs barking outside.
Shut up.
I do look at the cats though.
Because they can hear more.
Yeah, I'll be watching what they doing or look like if they look at something and you see them like what just got their attention. Not when they doing the crazy mess where they just be running around for some reason. I'm talking about when they just sitting there and then they start looking and I'm like, what are you seeing? You know what I mean? Same with kids. Like when you see a kid just looking at something but nothing's there, but you see that. Like, what the hell are you seeing, kid? Like, I'm very observant on that tip. Like, what are you seeing? But yeah. The weirdest place, the spookiest thing, another spooky thing that happened to me, and it's a weird energy, at the Comedy Store, which they say is haunted. And a big part of this is probably me playing tricks in my head because it's haunted. I got on stage in the main room, but nobody was in there. Like, they had the lights off. It was just that. And I just stood up there. And I was like, and then it felt weird. It felt like, and it was like a very heavy energy. It felt like people were in that audience. And I was just like, and I don't get that. Like when I walk on an empty stage, I don't usually feel that. And so I was just like, let me get the hell out of here. I scrambled up into the original room area. But that feeling was very, very strange.
So you felt like you were being watched?
Yeah.
Because we can feel ourselves being watched.
Yeah, I felt it big time.
I mean, you might have been being watched. That room big as hell.
Man, it could have just been a staff member that was sitting in there. like
cleaning up in the back.
Yeah. But it definitely, and I remember the first time I went, there's another, like when the belly room is the upstairs room. If you're not familiar with the Comedy Store, it has 3 rooms where people perform in. The original room, the main room, and the belly room is upstairs. And upstairs from the belly room is like an office. And I remember I went up the steps to that office, and it's super dark. And the Comedy Store is painted black, so it's going to be extra dark. I went up in them steps. It felt horrible. I scrambled back down. I was like, hell no.
Do you think the energy of thousands of failed comics have come together to create some sort of demon?
Create the Joker.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You hang around comedians long enough, there's a lot of dark energy, a lot of negativity,
trash.
it was a lot of drug use in there, negativity, broken dreams, all of this. And before it was a comedy club, it was a mob, establishment. So you had that energy before it even became a comedy club. So it's a lot in there in terms of energy. So
my last Halloween question. I like Halloween. It's like one of my favorite holidays. We be giving out candy.
I'm a fan of Halloween.
I didn't care about Halloween like that
fall.
till I got older.
Oh.
Because I cared about the parties. Yeah, I mean, I was like, oh, you a what? A slutty nun, huh? All right, yeah. Like,
always a slutty
something. And I was all in. Oh, this is the sexiest Ninja Turtle I ever seen. And then now that I have kids, they like being dressed up and stuff. So like, I like taking them out. I like being the adult during Halloween. Like,
You don't wear costume?
No, not really. But I am the person. Like, if you come by my door though, you getting handfuls of candy. I'm not that take
I love
one
giving the candy out
person.
That's
For
why
all
I hate
you
where I
people
live.
who have kids, if you come by it's not take one. I'll be like, here's a handful.
Yeah.
I love giving. You can get a big bag at
love
Costco, a
giving the
10-pound
candy
bag for nothing, man. I'll be like, take all this.
Yeah.
Hope your teeth fall out tomorrow and tell them I sent you.
Kids never come to my apartment because it's upstairs, it's down there, around there. Ain't nobody coming up there.
You
I
could
love
put out
it.
jack-o'-lantern and say, come up for candy. I've had to put out some.
Yeah.
I've had to chase a few kids down because
I would have to sit out there on the block and just be like, all right, kids.
you could be a mummy, and then when they come to take the candy, you could spook them.
That would be fun. I scare them, man. They can get the candy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
My bad.
I was just going to ask what your favorite Halloween costumes were growing up.
Oh, I got mine. Easy. Spider-Man. I was Spider-Man for 6 years in a row. Same costume.
It just kept getting smaller.
And back to back, I was like, Spider-Man. Well, don't you want to be something to Spider-Man?
I remember my
Be somebody
costume.
different. Peter Parker. In the Spider-Man costume. 6 years in a row.
I remember one year I was RoboCop. And the reason why I'll never forget this year because
Murphy.
the outfit had like the gray, buffed up, and it had the pants. But the pants and the mask were so hot because there was like no ventilation. I just remember like trick or treat, and I was like sweating. And I remember halfway through the night, I was like, I can't wear this mask anymore. Like, so in my mind, I was just the RoboCop when he had just the wiring in his face. I was like, I'll just put it in the back of my head. It was just so hot.
Because that's what Murphy looked like.
Yeah.
He had all of this and just his face.
It was
plastic.
so hot. I remember
Murphy.
we were in the Ghostbusters. So we were Ninja Turtles one year, Ghostbusters. And then I don't remember. As I started getting older, I stopped dressing up.
Yeah.
And then I would go out to get the candy, but I was like, I ain't dressing up.
Spider-Man was my last guy. Yeah, I was just like, all right.
And then when I got older, I just be characters.
Yeah.
Like not so much. But I like one year I was like a old. I put on like a velour suit. I got a white wig. Put my glasses down, so I was just an OG past his time.
Yeah,
and I like being like people, like so. And so I went out that night, and I was just saying ridiculous things to women, but they was dying laughing because of the character. So I was saying ridiculous stuff. They're like, "You was stupid." I was like, "I stop you," like just being dumb. It worked too.
Yeah, man,
it worked.
That's a good time.
Yeah, we had hella fun.
I was trick or treating with no costume. I was just like, trick or treat. Where's your costume? I did that.
You gotta make something up.
Yeah, I was just like, I forgot what I was saying, but it was no costume. It was getting the candy though.
Nowadays, though, they usually go to a neighborhood and they have like the whole Fright Fest, blah blah. Or I just found out why my neighborhood be kind of dry. Down the street at the park, they do an event for kids, so everybody goes there. And I was like, oh, that's why the neighborhood. So we gonna go there this year, because we used to go to like them. Like last year, we went to the big one in Santa Clarita, where it's just like it's a lot.
Yeah,
it's so many
Toluca
kids.
Lake is amazing.
Yeah, because we were it's like 10 spots. So we've been to 2 of them, and it's a lot. Like it's so many kids and so. I mean, the houses and decorations be dope, but it's just too many people out there. And like now, I just be thinking back, like, what if somebody decide this is the night I'm gonna start tripping, just shoot it up or whatever, and I just be like, forget
They'd be
it.
ruining everything.
Yeah, I'd be like, somebody done got 47,000 text messages and tonight's the night. You know what I mean? I'm like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, I don't know if you can think like that though, cause
I don't.
I still be going, but I just be like, it's time to. When I start seeing the older kids come out, I'll be like, it's time to take the little ones. Cause I'll fight a kid. I don't care.
Yeah,
I will fight a
get
kid.
socked up.
Yeah.
How old does a kid have to be before you will fight him?
If they in their teens and they start tripping, we fight.
So 12 or 13?
Depends on the size of that 12-year-old. I grew up with some 12-year-olds that's my size.
But they don't have your strength.
No, and that's why they're going to take this L. That's why they're going to take this L.
Old people and teenagers think they can't get hands put on them. They can.
I'll fight you.
I'll fight old
Williams. Didn't work out well for Cat Williams.
Cat's tiny.
Yeah.
But I'm like, when the older kids start coming out, I'll be like, man. And they be having that energy, too. Like, we going to get in. We going to do something.
Yeah.
I'll be like, I'm taking my little ones. Because y'all do something to my kid, I'm fighting y'all.
Yeah. No, I understand that.
My kids is grown now, so it don't matter.
So y'all jumping people.
Like, grab them and hold.
Your kids are too big. No one's gonna start anything with your big kids. They're like 6'2". The smallest one.
Serena's 6'2", maybe 6'3".
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
And that.
Cecilia's probably 6.
Is he? He keeps getting taller.
Probably 6'1".
Yeah, I think he's like 6'1" now.
Yeah.
Do you want a question from the audience?
Yeah.
This is from.
Let's do one question because we way.
Oh,
over
we are way over time. This is from Instagram. My Ninja BD asked, "Did becoming a father give you a greater sense of purpose in your life compared to life prior to having kids?"
Absolutely.
Yes. Yep.
Unequivocally.
Absolutely. Definitely.
Everything I do now is with a purpose because I got a family.
But you were already very driven before you had kids. You were.
I was, but I remember I told them in the group chat. This is before Keelan was even born. I was like, I need motivation to do stuff. I'm not a self-motivator. I will grind once I have the reason to grind, but I'm not. I can be lazy because stuff comes natural, and stuff has come kind of easy to me in life. I'd be like, I'll work out. But when I had kids, I had to be proactive now. I couldn't just wait for that person to come calling, or I was like, I'm going to go get it. So it definitely made me grind and be a go-getter rather than just letting stuff happen and fall into place. I take way more initiative now to go get stuff done. And it's paying off, I mean. But I'm not a just rise and grind. Like, no, I rise and grind for what? Like, what's the reason I'm doing this?
Yeah, for me, it's it was a struggle though initially because it was like, man, I need to provide for my family, and so part of me was like, I got to have a job, and ease up on the dream because it was like, but then, once I was able to get a good rhythm going with everything and stuff started falling into place, I went even harder, and then as they get older, they get more pricey. And so it's like, I'm happy to have that. Whatever they need, I got y'all. When he needed sports equipment money or, the trip money, whatever, I got it. And now with the college tuition, it's just like, I got you. Cause that man, I was like, ugh, and I was scared, but I was like, all right, I gotta. And that's why people like, sit down, Tony. I'm like, nah, I need to get this money. For them or for whatever.
And once it starts going, it's hard to sit down because you don't want to break that. Like, I'll never be that person who works themselves to death because I know that's not healthy. Like, you shouldn't do that. But I understand how people, once the ball got thrown, you be like, I got to keep this up because it's going, and you don't want to. You've been there when nothing was coming.
Yeah.
You've been there when
Absolutely.
It was. So, like, when it starts coming, like, I'm more busy now than I've ever been, but it's like, I don't want to stop because I don't want to go back.
Yeah.
To, how we going to pay this month? But I don't want to do that ever again in life.
I can't stop.
So
yeah.
I've been looking at people way more successful than me, and they ain't stopping.
Yeah.
Kevin Hart, The Rock.
The Rock
always
is
something.
crazy.
They're always working on the next thing. I'm just like, who am I to sit down? Like I accomplished something. I don't even have a house.
What's Los Angeles? A house
About
here, for people who don't know, it's like $1 million.
Yeah, that's true.
Especially
people
now.
Be sitting down like they really did something. Like,
But it's
nah,
too
man.
competitive here. It's too
Y'all
competitive.
celebrating already?
Yeah.
It's too early.
Good.
Some young kid's going to come and take your place
Man,
if you
listen.
sit down.
You know? In the entertainment game, you know, you hot one minute, dried up the next.
Right. So you better capitalize.
So you got to have a nest egg for the dry up.
Mhm.
You can get hot again for sure. But
Yeah.
that dry up period, you need to, you know.
Bag groceries at Trader Joe's.
Yep, like
No shame.
Alvin or Elvin. What's his
he
name?
back. He back acting.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the stuff happened.
The dry period. And so, man, I just be waiting, and then I'll be waiting like, all right, I got to have something for the tax man, too. So I can't sit down.
I'm dreading
like,
it
yeah,
this year.
I'm good. And then, you
I'm
know,
not
tax
looking forward.
man.
I'm not looking for
That's
it.
why I reposted
this
that
year.
video. Taxes. That was me last year.
Oh, that one of the kids.
Taxes.
This year,
It's the worst part of the game. What is taxes?
Oh, they take it even if they take it from everyone, the federal government at least, and it's like, well, it costs a lot less to live in Arkansas. Can we get a break on this?
Come on, man.
They should charge you taxes depending on the state you're in. That should be a sliding scale.
Yeah.
I don't want to do it this year.
I'm shook.
I'm just going to.
I am terrified.
You got to pay taxes. Wesley Snipes didn't.
Oh, I'm paying.
I'm paying, yeah.
I'll be dreading it, but it beats jail time.
I don't want to do it.
They're more likely to come after you for not paying taxes than for, like, on the drugs that you dealt than for dealing the drugs.
Oh, yeah. Taxes. That's how they get Al Capone.
Yeah, you pay the taxes.
Taxes. Yeah. Anyway, let's get the hell out of here, man.
Yeah.
We way over time, man. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Daddy Issues. Don't forget, if you got any questions for us, ask us in the YouTube comment section. We'll
I'm reading
this
this comment section. This episode.
We'll tackle them on the show. Don't cheat on the serial killer celebrity game. And, you know, Tony Baker Comedy on everything, TonyBakerComedy.com.
Yeah, Keon at Keon Polee on everything, KeonPolee.com. And y'all go to them websites and stuff. You know, y'all be like, when's your next show? It's on the site.
God.
It's on there.
Y'all don't be paying attention.
Where can I find? It's on the site.
This is going up this week.
It's going to go up Wednesday.
I'm being in Omaha, Nebraska this weekend, Friday through Sunday, 5 shows, me and Keenan Baker at the Funny Bone in Omaha. So pull up if you're out there.
Yeah, y'all go, man. The shows have been fun. Thank you for bringing me, man.
Thanks for coming and doing your thing,
those shows is fun. I won't be on any more, guys, until probably next year or something like that. I got my own stuff going on, too. But I appreciate y'all coming out, listen to the podcast. Y'all let us know that y'all listen when y'all do come to the shows.
Pull up.
And all that. So you guys are dope. So we thank you.
All right. Thank you, Maya.
Thanks for having me.
Until next time, we out here.
We out.